Hello everyone, my name is UHKAY and today I'll be showing you guys how I got these locks. So if you're new, go subscribe. If you're not new, hey bestie, welcome back. So basically today I'm going to be showing you, like I said, how I got these locks, what I did, how I did them. I think I did a lock count for you guys because when I was looking for tutorials, I always want to know how many to see if I wanted that or that full. So I'm gonna give you all the details. Y'all can have some beautiful hair by the end of this video.
Alright you guys, so first I'm just gonna
Make sure you like the video and comment down below some things that you want me to do in the future on my channel because I'm trying to get into it.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. I just want to show you guys what I used to get this look, and this was my look goal. Like, this is what I was going for. Her hair is so beautiful to me, so I wanted to get that, but I didn't want to lock my hair, so we had to thug it out. So first, for the roots of my locks, I used Pattern Beauty Edge Control, which did really good. And then for my edges, I used Certified Bella Beauty Pomade, which was bomb. And then for my ends, to make sure that my ends were good while it was wrapped under all this stuff, I used some sealant from DevaCurl. And then to oil my scalp, I used Palmer's Cocoa something moisture boost oil, and that is goated. That's all I got to say. And then these are the little utensils I use: a crochet needle, a rat tail comb, some clips, all that good stuff. Now for the curly ends that she had, I used clip-ins. For more details on the color of the clip-ins and where I got them from, check the description box. And then to wrap the hair, I used Outre Springy Twist Hair in color 2-tone 1B30 and then just 30. Now we're going to go ahead and care for our natural hair, and we're going to detangle our hair thoroughly, because not only is it good to have your hair detangled, it helps when you're getting to parting your hair, which is coming right up next, child. So first you're going to go ahead and get that middle part, and I'm so sad because I did way too many middle parts and now I'm balding, so I got to chill on my middle parts now, but sad times for a young girl. And then you're going to part from ear to ear so that you can go ahead and get those front sections first. Then you'll have a template for the back of your head, which you'll understand in a few seconds. Now personally, I did not want these locks to be full because the girl in the picture didn't have them full. So I literally examined her entire Instagram profile to see what her parts were like so I could get an idea. And she had 8 rows across her head, so 4 rows on each side. So that's literally what I did, just 4 rows on each side. And I made sure that the front was fine. And then once I got to like the back where the ear to ear part is, I kind of like let it do whatever it needed to do. And then I fix it when I got to the back of my head, which I will also understand in a few seconds. Okay, so now we're at the back of my head, and I actually FaceTimed myself so I can see the back of my head. This is the smartest thing I've ever heard in my life. I saw this on TikTok. I think her name's like Ayana Katori. That girl is amazing. Her looks are bomb all the time. But anyways, I got this idea from her, and it's a lifesaver. Literally, it saved me so much time. It still took a long time to part my hair. That's just a given. But it took a lot less time because I could see what I was doing. So I went ahead and screen recorded so I can share it with y'all, and I basically just parted my hair 2 rows in the nape of my neck, as you can see right here, and then I followed that little pattern of those 4 rows across the front on each side. You see what I'm talking about? See? Just line it up. So essentially, to part the back of your head, use those front parts as a guide and just fix it up and make the size even as you go. I hope that made sense, because yeah. But when it's all done, it should look like this somewhat, and then you can get started on your actual boxes. And this is where the clip-ins come into play. So you're just going to take one of your tracks and separate a little piece of hair that's thick enough to match the density of your actual hair, you know what I mean, and just cut it off. And then you're going to comb out the very end so it is not like choppy. And then you're just gonna do what I did and put it in your mouth and hold it until you're ready to braid it into your hair. So you're just gonna braid your hair down a little bit and make sure it's detangled, because when you add the hair and if it's nappy, it's not gonna look smooth. And I know it's like you're gonna wrap over it, but still, you want it to be smooth, you know what I mean? Because what's a good style without everything being smooth? It's not a good style, you understand what I'm saying? So you're just gonna take some of that end serum, that serum for your ends, so that they're not like brittle and nasty and crusty and just not giving what they need to give. And you're gonna put that on the ends of your hair. And then you're gonna take that hair that you got from that clip-in track and add it in just like a feed-in or a knotless braid and just start braiding again. You understand what I'm saying? And really quickly, I just want to give tips on those front parts. So you see those 3 sections of parts that I have that I'm about to add this hair to. Basically, the reason why they're so long is because when I look at people with actual locks, usually those front sections or those front parts are a lot longer than the rest of the parts because they don't want to put tension on their edges. So they usually just swoop their edges into that part and then it looks long. So it's not like a lot of tension, but it still looks cute and nice and neat and whatever. So when you're doing your parts, make sure those front sections are longer if you want it to look natural. And I also wanted the front 2 pieces to be a lot shorter than the rest, so I kind of like did this weird crochet thing, and I'm about to try to explain it to you the best way I can. So basically I just folded my hair until I got to the length that I wanted those front braids to be, and it's gonna take me a little minute to figure out how I want it, because this was a very tedious process if you could not tell. So once I kind of got an idea of where I wanted that braid to lay, you see where I folded that at? Yeah, I just pushed the crochet needle through that spot and then crochet the end of my braid through that little hole. So then when I pull it out, it's the length that I need it to be. But to also get that other side that I'm folding down, like you see how it's like 2 folds, that one and then that other one, I'm going to crochet through the bottom of the loop I just made and pull the rest of the hair through that. So then it lays properly. Now if that didn't make sense, just rewatch this like a couple times and then you're gonna get it. I promise. I guarantee. 99.5% guarantee your money back, okay? Okay, so now I am all done braiding my hair. The first step is done. This process of parting and braiding probably took me like 2 to 3 hours if I didn't keep taking breaks. But right now I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a lock count, because like I said in my intro, when I was looking up tutorials, I wanted to know how many locks they had, how many rows there were, so I can get an idea if I wanted more or less locks. So basically I have a total of 6 rows, 2 rows in the nape of my neck, and then 4 rows connecting from each side of my face all the way around. Like from that ear, from my left ear to my right ear, that's a row, and that's 4 times. You know what I'm saying? I hope that made sense. Y'all saw my parting, so that should make that should make some sense. But basically I have 6 rows of hair and I'm counting right now, so I'm gonna let y'all know on the screen how many I got when I'm done, okay? So now we are on to one of the most important parts of protective styling, and why it's called protective styling, because you got to protect your hair underneath, baby. So I'm going to get some of that amazing oil and literally put it on my scalp and on my hair. Y'all got to make sure your hair is moisturized. Even though it's in braids, you still need some moisture, child. And then I'm also going to take this leave-in spray from Palmer's. It's that same moisture boost line, and I'm just going to rub it all through my hair to make sure that my hair is moisturized. Because when I take these locks out, I don't want my hair doing the Dougie on me, and not the good Dougie, the Gabby Douglas Dougie. Do you hear me? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how I got those little loose curly pieces through my locks that you probably saw in the thumbnail. So basically I just crocheted one of those clip-in pieces through and took one side of the hair and wrapped it upwards and left the other side to just live its life like it's golden. Now this is not a secure way, y'all. I had no idea how to do this because I didn't think about this until after I braided my whole head. So be careful because a lot of these just slipped out. So if I were you, I'd add it in while I'm braiding, but I didn't, you know, mistakey achy sapping, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're on to the golden part, actually wrapping the hair. Now, my biggest tip. Yeah. Okay, but for real, let's okay, I'm sorry. I really don't got no tips because I'd be struggling myself, I'm not gonna lie. But I just take the two-toned hair and I split that in half, and then I take the 30 hair, I split that in half, and then I take one of those half pieces and cut that in half to make a fourth piece. Now, if my braid in the front wasn't thick enough, I would have added this 30 hair to like the middle of it to give it some density, but because my braid is already thick enough and it's already as dense as I want it to be, I'm just gonna take this crochet needle and put it through, like, not the root because you don't want it to be bulky and nasty looking, but like close to the root, and then I crochet that two-toned hair in, and then I make sure one side is longer than the other. Alright, and now I'm just gonna start wrapping, and you're gonna have to pull the hair up to get to the root, but that's okay because it makes it look more natural when the hair is not at the root, because then it looks bulky and we don't okay. So yeah, but when you get to that part where you took those pieces out, or you have those loose pieces so it can be like give you that boho vibe, make sure you pull that out so you don't wrap it in. Because I did that a couple times, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did that a couple times. But once you get to the end where you want to leave those curls at the bottom out, you're just gonna thin out the rest of that hair and then wrap upwards, and then it should look fine, you know what I mean? And then to secure the lock, usually in other videos they use nail glue or fire. My dad has locks, so I really just be doing that little wrap rub thing, you know. I never really secured it with something for real. I just started rubbing it, and she been vibing ever since, you know what I mean?
So that's all we have today for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to the end. If you did, hey girl, how you doing? If you didn't, you probably not gonna see this, but we gonna mindfully bless you. I love you all so much. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and comment down below some things you want me to do in the future on my channel.
Okay, bye.